In today's session, we shall have a look at vitamin B3. What is the basic structure of vitamin B3? What are the various sources of vitamin B3? And what would happen if there is a deficiency of this vitamin? So, let's get started. The synonyms of vitamin B3 are nicotinic acid, so it can be also called as nicotinic acid, or the pellagra preventing factor, or the pellagra preventing factor of Goldberger. Looking at its chemistry, it is a nicotinic acid, so it's a niacin and is chemically pyridine 3 carboxylic acid. So this is the structure of the vitamin B3 and it is pyridine 3 carboxylic acid. In tissues, it occurs principally as the amide, nicotinamide or niacinamide. In this form, it enters into physiological active combination. So this is the way it is present in the tissues, that is the in the form of amide, either nicotinamide or niacinamide, and it enters into the physiological active combination. Amino acid tryptophan is a precursor of nicotinic acid in many plants and animal species, including human beings. It can be synthesized also by the intestinal bacteria. So we see that most of the vitamin B, that is vitamins of the B complex, are can be synthesized by intestinal bacteria, but the amount is not sufficient enough. Bacteria, in addition to the synthesis from tryptophan, can also synthesize from other amino acids. Example: glutamic acid, proline, ornithine, and glycine. In human beings, in addition to dietary source, it is synthesized in tissues from the amino acid tryptophan, and to a limited extent supplemented by bacterial synthesis in intestine. Its absorption: nicotinic acid and its amide are absorbed from the small intestine. As we know, most of the substances are absorbed through the small intestine or from the small intestine. Coming to the blood plasma level, whole blood, it is 0.2 to 0.9 milligram per 100 liters per 100 ml micro ml. So in whole blood, it is 0.2 to 0.9 mg per 100 ml. That is average, it is 0.6 mg per percent. RBCs, it is 1.3 mg percent, and plasma total activity, it is 0.025 to 0.15 mg percent. On an average, we can say that it is 0.075 mg percent. Moving on to the occurrence and food source. Both nicotinamide and coenzyme forms are distributed widely in plants as well as in animals. Important food sources include, for example, the animal sources are liver, kidney, meat, and fish. Vegetable sources include legumes, the leguminous plants like peas, beans, lentils, nuts, certain green vegetables, coffee, and tea. Nicotinamide is present in highest concentration in germ and pericarp in the cereal grains. Yeast is also rich in this vitamin. So these are the various sources of vitamin B. Now let's look at the applied aspect, or what would happen if there is deficiency of this vitamin. In a high corn diet, requirement of dietary niacin increases as synthesis from tryptophan cannot take place. The reason is that maize protein zein lacks the amino acid tryptophan. Hence, pellagra is more common in persons whose staple diet is maize, and a person suffering from pellagra will have this kind of appearance on his hands or his body parts. It is because the requirement of dietary niacin will increase as synthesis from tryptophan will not take place, because maize protein, that is zein, lacks amino acid tryptophan. The next one is development of fatty liver. In rats, administration of large amounts of nicotinic acid or amide produced fatty liver, which is prevented by simultaneous administration of methionine, choline, and betaine. Niacin toxicity. Excessive dosage can produce toxic effects. For example, dilation of blood vessels and flushing, skin irritation, and can produce liver damage. So, these are the various conditions which may occur if there is niacin toxicity. With this, we come to the end of the vitamin B3. Next, we shall have a look at other vitamins from the vitamin B complex. Till then, thank you very much, and that's it.